Nikhil, you can start now.
Yes, sir, it is started.
Hello. Nikhil, you can start now.
Yes, sir, it is started.
So, audience, you can take now. Like,
As I see, right now, no one is there. Let me ask. Can
in like all candidates are saying that is asking passcode. So there is Mr. Tariq is also not able to join. Nobody is able to join. So please share the link with Mr. Tariq also, who has paid the amount.
Okay.
Yeah. Why you have said like this that it's asking for passcode?
It's a paid webinar, sir. That's why.
So the people are waiting now there.
Yeah, yeah, sir.
They're sending me. Kurt has sent you the mail also.
Let me check with the team.
Did you tell me about you to coordinate with the members who are joining?
Karen, is that Karen?
Yes,
Yeah, check with her. She's handling the
webinar.
webinar. No, she's handling the students.
But she told me that can you ask the register to join the webinar? I told Karan is coordinating with them. Sure, he's telling that no, Karan only sent me tell to join. Okay. You want the contact number or did you join?
नहीं नहीं एक ही पेड है ये
You have spoke with Tariq? No.
बिस्मिल्लाह कहाँ गया पेपर एली
So we can start now. Welcome, Tariq. You from the Hayford. Welcome, Umar Sheikh.
नहीं तो मोहम्मद शेख
Sorry. Yeah. So from Parik Jewelry, like we welcome you, Umar Sheikh. So we can start now. Like today's topic is organizational leadership in
yes
the
ma'am
age
already
of.
connected ma'am thank you madam
So in this webinar, I would request that if someone is having questions, so they can ask directly this question. So mic is on for the audience. So if they are having any questions, so they can ask directly with us. So webinar is going to be very interesting, and I will cover a lot of areas, especially for the organizational leadership perspective. But before starting this, I will give you the little background of the Hayford Institute. So Hayford Institute is the group entity institute of AJMS Global, and where we are providing different courses. And I know like many of the attendees, they keep attending a lot of our seminars and the webinars also. But now today we want more diversity, so therefore we started this organization leadership perspective, because a lot of requirements are coming that how the leaders looks like to be into the industry. So we'll discuss like different dimensions of the leadership today. So, and what I have done into this webinar, that I have incorporated like recent age of AI also into the organizational leadership, how it can be more useful for the audience, like how they need to upgrade themselves and they need to evolve themselves, that how they can navigate the changes, how they can
वो
build
लोग
like
उर्दू डेट से कर रहे हैं ना भाई वो
good
इन
teams,
लोग
and how
उर्दू
they
तारीख
can
पकड़ते हैं
drive
ना
like
10 दिन पीछे
innovations
पीछे आ
also
गए
as well.
अभी सुबह में आ लिया
So I would request to Mr. Umar Sheikh, like kindly switch off your mic. Thank you very much. Yeah. So we start from here, that what is our organizational leadership? What we are looking for? What is our objective? So if you see that organization leadership is basically the ability to guide, inspire, and influence the team. So being a leader, we have a lot of responsibilities. We are like set goals for the team members, that how they can foster themselves into the environment where they can bring more innovations, and they can get more collaborative efforts, like where they can get desired results. So leadership is basically is providing an ability to inspire and influence the all team members. So if like leadership is weak, so obviously it will impact to the all stakeholders. But if the leadership is more strong, so obviously it gives a way forward to the all team members, how they can foster themselves and how they can adjust themselves into the recent updations or the recent trends and recent upgradations as well. So basically, like leadership is having like four key elements. First is vision. So as a leader, I think that what is my vision for my firm? So same like this, you need to think that as a leader, what is your vision? And this vision, how much clear is in your mind? How you will achieve this vision which is in your mind? And obviously, when you have the vision, so you must have some strategy. And strategy mean this vision, how it will be converted into the goals. So there is a path. And what will be that path? So you need to establish that path. That is very much important. And culture. Obviously, when you are going to materialize your strategy, you need to establish a good culture. You need to create shape your positivity and productivity into the environment, which can establish very strong culture. So how this positivity and productivity will be achieved from the team members and people development. So empowering individuals to grow and excel, which is the most important element into the growth of the stakeholders, especially employees. How we can inspire to the individuals into their goals, because a lot of talent is there into the organization, but how we can explore them, how we can enhance them, that is the more critical area where we need to work a lot. So it is very clear. First, we must have vision. Then accordingly, we need to establish our strategy. And then we need to establish a good culture, positive culture with productive work environment. And finally, we need to empower individuals to grow and excel. So evolution of leadership. If you see in the past, if you get to know, like there was a traditional sound of the leadership that which was characterized by the command and control approach. Command and control mean that what the senior management or the top level management they are saying, it is accordingly it is adhered. So this is what we say like command and control approach. Like someone, let's suppose I'm the CEO or I'm the director of the firm, and then I'm saying that this needs to be implemented. So this is we say like traditional leadership. But now in modernized days, it is totally changed. It is not now like this. I was studying a case study from Harvard University for the crisis management perspective. So what they were talking, leaders are not like this, that who always command and control, but they are like this, that they are more shifted towards collaboration and empowering styles, focusing on to the teamwork, shared visions, and developing human potentials. Those are the leaders. So it has shifted now from traditional approach to modern leadership. This is a big difference. Big difference. So, like if you see in 80s, 90s, the leadership was like this, but now it has totally changed. Vision is totally changed. So successful leaders are like those who engage their team members, who empower their styles, who like share their vision. If I'm a leader and I'm not sharing the vision with my team, so how I will get my desired results? I need to be very honest. I need to very interactive with my team members. So the mindset is totally changed. And now the third one is like AI era is there for the leadership. So right now, if you see 2030 vision is very different vision. And honestly, as a leader of a firm, I can say it's a survival of the fittest. When I say survival of the fittest means, so I say you need to be more equipped from the AI perspective. You need to more equipped with the new technologies. Your approach should embrace the agility and data-driven insights and ethical integration of the advanced AI functions. Then like leadership can prioritize their goals, that these are their goals. So continuous learning. I tell you my story. It's a very real story. Like few months before, I can say I went to a one client where I was introducing some key trainings, especially related to the AI. So the client asked me that, Mr. Rizwan, which AI tool you use? So I explained that thing, but I was thinking that I couldn't justify that what she was looking from me. So there was a gap. What was that gap? That I was not equipped into the AI at that point of time. So then immediately I decided that I need to innovate myself for the AI, because now it is the requirement, it is the recent requirement by the industry, that especially for the senior management, for the board of directors, for the partners, CEOs, it is required. We need to equip ourselves with the AI. Then I started the work. Leaders are like this, that, okay, you find out that there is a gap, then we need to start to work on it. So slowly, I started to explore more about the artificial intelligence. I tried to understand more tools. I started to understand how these tools can embed into my systems, which we are offering for the AML CFT perspective. So then I started to think, and now if I see like that journey of the 8 or 9 months before, and now where I see myself, I feel pride. I feel pride that I have done something. I made little bit myself equipped. I'm not saying I'm becoming too much expert into the AI, but era is changing. Leadership required to rapidly evolve themselves with these changes. So these are the three, if you see into the history or evolution, we say, of the leadership, traditional leadership, then modernized leadership came, and now it's the era of the AI leadership, AI era leadership. So core leadership competencies, when we talk about, so effective leaders in today's dynamic landscapes required a blend of traditional strength and the and forward-looking capabilities. Forward-looking capabilities. This is the difference between leaders and the followers. The leaders always create the opportunities. They are always seeking that how they can bring more and more advancement, from where they can create more and more opportunities. Especially like we people, when we are struggling to generate some business. So always we look that where we can create more and more opportunities. So we create different options from where we want to win that. So core leadership competencies, if you say that this person or like this this organization is fully equipped with the leaders, so there are some competencies which you need to focus in your organization also. You need to think like how is like emotional intelligence. like building like strong emotions, relationship, understanding, like managing emotions, because sometimes, let's suppose you have launched a product, maybe some of the team members will not agree. So how you will address that emotional intelligence? Some people become very much possessive. They think like it can harm them, or it is like it's negating what they were thinking. So how we can align themselves? So therefore, like emotional intelligence is a very important part. Then like strategic thinking. So challenges will keep coming, and you need to have the ability to analyze the trends, that what are the historical data and what are the trends right now prevailing. And obviously, like you foresee your future perspective challenges as well. And think about the long-term goals, not short-term goals. If you want to establish your firm into a big revenue stream, so you need to think long-term perspective. Short-term goals or the bandage solutions are not viable solutions. Communications leader must have the capability, like clear articulated vision and inspiring team. So leaders are like this, those who inspire team. In the world, if you see, the leaders, they inspire to the nation. Same like this in organization, leader needs to inspire their team. And how it will, they will get the inspiration. The leaders are there when the crisis is coming. Leaders are there when they want to innovate new things. Leaders are there when they have like some sort of complex challenges. Then like communication. Communication is also very core competency of the leadership. Communication very straight, clear communication. Clear that this is the situation, here we are standing, and here are our challenges, and how it may happen. What are the further consequences? Make it clear to your team as a leader. Don't exaggerate the facts. Very straightforward communication. Then decision making. Followers and leaders, there's a big difference. Leader take decisions. And honestly, I tell you, sometimes it's very difficult to take the decision in the crisis situations. When the crisis situation comes, so it creates a lot of problems. It makes leaders big challenge. And what like leaders, what they need to do, they need to come out from these problems, these challenges, what they are facing. Adaptability, like as quickly, like as I was telling my example to you, so as quickly you can evolve yourself into the new learning, or like embracing change, or maybe like evolving environments, it will be good for you. If you are waiting that let it come into the market, into the industry, leaders grab opportunities. They evolve themselves, that what is required now. It's not like this that we are waiting that let the other people do, then no. Leaders become the pioneers. Integrity. Good leaders always maintain ethical standards. Nobody can become leaders without ethics. This is like truth. And for that, and to materialize this thing, they need to be consistent and transparent. And this transparency should reflect through their actions. So if someone is having question, I would request, because we are going like to the next stage. So if like Umar Sheikh is having any question, or like Mr. Kurt, you are also there. Very welcome from Hayford Institute. Yes, Kurt, you share your thoughts also. Obviously, your thoughts having a lot of value for us. Yeah, I would request to our Hayford team that please switch on the mic of Mr. Kurt.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you, Mr. Kurt?
Excellent, nice to meet you. Great program you have here, and I do not have any questions now. For me, all these core leadership competences are quite standard, which we try to live day by day. However, your program also reminds me on all this, so it's good to have some refreshing courses like that from time to time.
Yeah, because we are practicing in industry and we have like around 12 companies in our group. So obviously, like my role as a deputy CEO for the two entities, I have a lot of responsibilities where I also face a lot of challenges as a leader. And yeah, and this is what we learn into the Oxford, because when the pressure comes, so leader test starts. So
Excellent.
yeah,
Anyway, I want to listen maybe also to some other comments from other people. Let's see. Okay, thank you.
yeah, please. Yes, Mr. Tariq, you want to say something? Okay, perfect. So core leadership competencies we have gone through, and like building a high performance culture. So when like a high performance culture, how we will establish? As culture establish always, we were discussing like tone from the top, but meanwhile, it's also bottom up approach. And first of all, like when we are establishing a high performance culture, so we need to see like what is the psychological safety over there. Like team thrive when members feel safe to take risks and ask questions and admit mistakes without fear of judgment. So I have seen like lot of in my career, like long time, I have seen that sometimes what happens, many of the junior staff or the middle management staff, they are always scared to share their thoughts. And this happens because there is a big gap. Yeah, I would request to please switch off your mic. Mr. Umer, can you switch off your mic? Thank you very much. So team thrive when members feels like safe to risk and ask questions and admit mistakes. So admission of the mistakes is a very important part which we need to we need to give this awareness, education and awareness to the team member that if there is some mistake, so they need to admit that one, and they need to without any fear, like what will be the judgment. So we need to emphasize toward this side that they understand these things. Second, like how the high performance we can get, like clear goals. So goals should be very clear. The team should be very clearly educated that and communicated that how they need to align their efforts and what will be their roadmap to get the success and more focus towards the work. And recognition as feedback. Feedback is always very important. Acknowledging contributions. So I have seen like culture, which is very much important. We need to establish is recognition. If someone is doing hard work, we must recognize his work. But if we are not recognizing his work, so he will be treated the same way who is not working as much hard as he is doing like this. So always it will be a toxic culture in the organization. So therefore, whenever the culture is like this, someone is performing well, he needs to be recognized. He needs to be awarded. But if yes, obviously same like if on the other side, if there are some challenges are coming, so as a leader, you need to help out those employees, those team members who are not performing according to the expectations. And culture is always emphasized for the learning perspective. Like we need to develop ourselves. Right now, different verticals are coming, especially into the UA perspective we will talk about. Right now, I can tell you ESG is a vertical where a lot of enhancements are required. I can say e-invoicing is a very potential area. Same like AML CFT compliance is very much important. Then I can say also, if you ask me that, I can say also from the strategic perspective, there are a lot of improvement. Fintech technology perspective, especially for the virtual asset service providing related, lot of new things are coming. So continuous learning is very much important. But when a new learning coming, we need to evolve ourselves. We need to evolve ourselves. We cannot say like this, that, oh, this is not our cup of tea. We should not involve in this. We need to learn that thing. Let's suppose if I say we see one country, and in that country, which are the booming industries? And we need to understand also which are the deprived industries. So being a leader, I always take care of this thing that in our country, which are the booming industries now. And as a leader, obviously, if I'm targeting to the booming industries, so I will get the good revenues, good businesses I will get from there. So and I will not go for the more investment into those areas which are those sectors which are deprived sector. So leaders always keep innovate themselves, and therefore they more focus for their skill development, knowledge sharing. So keep sharing and knowledge. And the best way to enhance your knowledge is just that keep reading books related to the topics, and also keep engaging yourself into the communities related to that particular area. And same like this, keep evolving yourself into some forums, like some conferences, some webinars, some seminars. So it's become a more supportive for the continuous learning perspective. And trust and transparency, open communication, and mutual respect builds strong bond, like fostering cohesion and the collective responsibility. So strategic vision, strategy actually a complete separate department, by the way, and it's a complete separate area where we need to have a complete concrete vision that what is our strategic vision and goal setting, what we want to achieve. Let's suppose, I think in my perspective, I have a vision that in this year 2026, I need to generate almost like 10 to 15 million. So for that, I must have a vision. And same like this, I need to form a strategy. I need a team. And this strategy which I will form, so how like this vision will be disseminated to my team members, and what is my plan for this? So goal setting is important, and obviously alignment of the teams, and to get the objectives and to do this task done, I need to formalize this thing. Same like this, as a leader, you in your roles, you need to think that what is my vision for 2026? What I want to achieve? And for that, for this vision, how it can be inspirational and how it is clear and future oriented. And then obviously, then I need to very smartly, I need to align my team members according to this vision and to the goals and the communication, involvement, and resource allocation. Resource allocation is a very strong part of the strategy. I need to think where I need to allocate my more resources, where I can get the maximum results. Because sometimes it happens into the organization's perspective, if resources are not properly allocated, so you don't get the desired results. Maybe there will be some key areas where you can generate more results, but unfortunately, you are not getting those because resource allocation is not properly done. Emotional intelligence is in leadership is very important for to navigate the complex human interactions, like fostering positive environment and driving like collective success. So first of all, self-awareness, like understanding one's your own emotion, weakness, and impact others. So you need to judge yourself where you are most strong. What are your key strengths? And what are your weaknesses and how you can overcome those weaknesses? How you carry the values and how like it impact to the others. There's a very funny story like I would love to tell you that some people say that the age group sometimes we people discuss. So we say like the age is like this, age is just number, or some people say no, age matters. So, but it all matters like how you are treating yourself, how you take care of yourself, how like you perceive this information for yourself. So emotion strengths. So judge yourself. Try to be honest with yourself and try to find out where are the weaknesses, where you have the challenges, and how you can overcome them. Then we have the empathy. Empathy means like to ability to understand and share the feeling of others. We should not always be like this, that we are very much professional, but meanwhile we are not taking care of the other sentiments. That is important. We need to give respect to the others. Relationship management, like the skills of influencing, coaching, and mentoring others. So make like this. Leaders always keep educating to the teams. They sit with the teams, they try to resolve the issues. Don't leave your team members alone. As a leaders, this is our responsibility to go at their level and to listen them very carefully and try to find out the solutions for them. They are looking towards us. It's our responsibility. We cannot put it onto the others. Therefore, we are leaders into this firm. Social awareness, like perceiving and interpreting groups, dynamics, organization cultures, and also like broader social cues. So culture, as I told you, culture people make. And we need to ensure this thing that what is our organizational culture, how we respect to the others, how we bring more awareness, how much we are transparent, how we held accountable to the people. So this is how we establish our culture. Positivity, energy. When our employees, like our team members, they come into the office, they should come with a positive mood. They should come with a new energy. They need to think that today what they are going to do new for the firm. So this energy as a leader, we need to establish. So change management and adaptability. So navigation organization change require proactive leadership, strategic communication on focus on building resilient teams. So proactive guidelines are there and like anticipate shift, clearly articulated why behind changes and active steer teams through uncertainty with a compelling visions or address resistance. So basically like chain management when we're talking about, so identify like resistance and engage open, listen to concerns. I have seen some people, those who are working on to the top level, but they don't like resistance. Some people, they don't like changes. So these challenges will keep coming to you. But as a leader, what is our responsibility? To address the resistance. Like we need to listen the concern. And very positively, we need to find out the solution. And if you are thinking that this resistance is coming, that there's a gap in their training of the team members, so you need to give them training to overcome these challenges. Because sometimes what happens as a leader, we straightway expect results from the team. But we don't focus toward this side that our team is not trained into that particular area. But we are expecting results because we have the pressures, we need to establish revenues. So we require a lot of results, but results are not coming because the support is not there, tailored support we are not giving to the team. So transparency, communications, and transition, ensuring all stakeholders are informed and reducing anxiety and foster resilience. So we need to be very strong. We need to be very strong, and we need to learn from our setbacks. If something happened bad, so what is our new strategy, that what we have learned from the past experience? So we need to evolve very quickly into the new dimensions, new changes. So AI, as I was talking earlier, and organization leadership. So there's a very close collaboration right now. AI can support you. AI can support you for the data-driven decisions, automation of the routine tasks. So if you see international firms, McKinsey, they have hired a lot of people into the AI, because 2030 vision is looking honestly very different to me. I'm thinking that what will be the ratio of the human and what will be the apportionment of the AI? It's a big question right now. And how much expensive this technology and how much cheap it will be in 2030. How many skilled people you were having more towards the AI perspective. These all things are there. And enhanced analytics foresight, obviously AI gives you a very detailed analysis, and the detailed analysis mean it's keep giving you the complete graphs that these are the behavior, these are the potential risks, and how you can get that, how you can utilize this data. And spur of a moment, you want the world data right now. In a spur of a moment, you get all data. You want to write an article right now for the ESG. You are going into your AI tool and you are asking with the prompt that I need this article for the ESG perspective, that I want to generate a ESG report. I want a report for the gap assessment perspective of the ESG, or I want some templates or the forms. So it will come very quickly to you. All formats. So human and AI collaboration. Right now, we say that leaders can leverage AI as powerful co-pilot, augmenting human creativity, complex problem solving, and driving innovations. So this theory till to date, 2026, I can say, if I am not wrong, I can say that it's a combination of the human and AI. But how long it will go on, I can't predict right now. That's the point. That how much this combination of the human and AI collaboration will go on. So ethical leadership and responsible AI, like ethical decision making, so navigate complex dilemmas, like with the strong moral compass, like prioritizing fairness and societal well-being in choices. Responsible AI use, like ensure AI implementation is unbiased and transparent and human-centric. So that if you're using AI, so obviously when you are giving prompt or you are trying to get desired results, so it should be very human-centric. It should not be like this, which is giving you that data, which is not applicable to anywhere, which relates to the human. And transparency, accountability, and building trust. So whatever you are generating through the AI, especially into the ethical perspective, so it should more focus that what is your consistency, what is your clear communications, and how you demonstrate your integrity. So ethical leadership and responsible AI, so these are all collaborated together. But one thing which I will say that the misuse of the responsible AI should not be there. We should not exploit AI for any malpractices, for any frauds or any any financial crimes. It should not be used for that perspective. There are some pros, but unfortunately there are some cons also. But we need to be ethical if we are a leader. We need to get the results on the ethical ground from the AI. So developing future leaders, like cultivating a robust pipeline of the capable leaders is essential for the sustained organization growth, innovation, and resilience in the constantly evolving landscape. So mentorship is important, as leaders are the mentors. They need to lead from the front. Leaders never show their back. And performance coaching, so implement structured coaching initiatives like to enhance leadership skills. Leaders are like this, those who create more leaders under their umbrella. And how it will become foster strategic thinking and improve decision making abilities. One thing, if I say you that if you are a good leader, so under your guidelines, you must develop some good leaders also as well. And strategic succession, like proactively identify potential individuals and prepare them for the critical future roles. And seamless leadership transitions. Seamless leadership transition. So if you think like in your team, like this person is performing well, so he needs to bring into the leadership platform. So this we say smooth transition. And talent pipeline. Leaders are always looking for the talent. And talent hunting is a main characteristic of the leaders. So among your team members, you need to think that this team member can play a very vital role for us. And if you think his allocation is not onto the right place, so as a leader, you need to change his position. And you need to give him complete trust that you are free, you take your decisions. But what we want, don't get anything fear. This confidence you need to give. And then you get the desired results. So diversity, equity, and inclusion in leadership, like build diverse teams. So as a leader, when I'm leading a business development, I'm leading compliance department, I'm leading like P&C vertical. So these all teams, they're working in their roles. And what I need to do, I need to these all independent efforts should come to me in a matrix to me. in a collaborative effort should come in front of me. If I am like getting good result from business development department, but I'm not getting as much good result from the compliance department. So I need to balance those teams. So therefore, like building diverse teams is very much important. And then create inclusive environments. So psychological safety, like we have already discussed, like we need to give individual feel respect. Lot of new joiners, those who join, first of all, they are looking that beside their monetary perspective, they are also looking for in which culture we are going to work, how much respect we are attaining from the organization, how much we are empowered in our decision. So like address bias, systematically, also implement training program. So P&C vertical, especially like people and change, training is a very important part. And especially when we want to grow some team members. So continuous training, and it is good. Like you need to evolve yourself into some forums. And these forums, sometimes like the webinar we are conducting, sometime like international forums also, maybe some webinars through the universities, like Oxford University, Harvard University, Stanford University, Pennsylvania, UPenn, like you can attend those. So, and same like this, you can incline your team members also, give them good forums. Invite them if you are invited for a one conference. So you need to also take some of 1 or 2, 3 members from your team also as well. So like leverage diverse perspective also, actively solicit and integrate varied viewpoints, drive creative problem solving and more robust decision making. Decision making is important part. When you are going to take decision, you need to don't fear from this what will be the outcome of it. But whatever you are deciding, it should be onto the merit. Your research should be very much strong, because some of the things are in your hand, but some of the things are not in your hands. Communicate and influence, actively listen. In Japan, the one good part is this, that they are very good listeners. So actively listen, deeply engage with the team members by giving full attention. If someone is asking, yes, he wants to discuss with you something, give proper attention to him. It's not like this that you show that you are very busy, but give proper respect. Listen him very carefully what he's saying. And there are ethics. If someone is speaking, keep quiet. When he finishes, you start your discussion. So understanding to build trust and gather comprehensive insights and clear messaging, craft like precise, concise, and compelling messages. So when you are you say that this task we want to do, so interpretation should be in a very clear stated message. It should not be like this message is very ambiguous, which we can't understand. And storytelling. Storytelling, utilize narratives to convey visions and value strategies, making complex ideas relatable and memorable to inspire and motivate team. This I'm trying today. So your storytelling should be to motivate others. You need to tell that my journey was like this, or you can forget about yourself. Because self-praise is no recommendation. You need to give the examples of the other leaders, that how they rule, how they manage their organizations in efficient manners. You can give some international organizations examples like 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 Procter and Gamble or IKEA, Coca-Cola, Nike, Reebok, Lululemon. So you can give like lot of like leaders are there, like who have these firms like in billions and billions they are having, which like change the mindset of the team that yes, they have the capability and they can also elevate themselves by these examples. Storytelling, one thing I also tell that maybe we have audience here, like everyone is having their own narrative and we are also having our own narrative. So how much this narrative is right or wrong, everybody is having the full right to give his narrative. So we are not here to like enforce our narrative to anyone. We are not doing like this. But what we are doing, we will listen very carefully. And then we will judge accordingly in our perspective. But if we don't have the clarity, so we can request for the clarity into this perspective. But we will not challenge the other person's narrative. So persuasion techniques like employ ethical persuasion by presenting well-reasoned argument, like building consensus and also like highlighting mutual benefits. So sometimes what happens that some resistance comes from the other team members or even management, top level management also. So, but our consensus as an organization leader, that ultimate goal is the prosperity, is the growth of the company. So you keep your mutual benefits like aligned, that how our company will grow, how our firm will grow. And there, if there is some argument is coming, no problem. But persuasion techniques, like give them that one agenda program. Overall, one agenda program is this, that we want the full success of our firm. And as a leader, we need to build some consensus. We need to work together for the mutual benefits to gain buy-in, drive successful outcomes. So decision-making framework, I will suggest you that when we are into the decision making, any decision we are going to make, so first analyze your strengths and weaknesses. So try to understand that what you have right now, and this decision you are going to take, how it will impact to your organization, and in which like how much risk element is involved. So that is also a very important part, like how much risk is involved into that. And if the risk is involved, so obviously you need to identify that risk and assess that risk and mitigate that risk. But decision making, once you have taken the decision, then you need to work hard to make this decision successful. That is important. There are no decisions successful when you are fickle-minded, you are not able to, you are not having clarity in your mind. When you take any decision, so you should have a clear goal, that my goal is to earn revenue 2026 is like this. My revenue is that, my goal is this, that I need to, this time I need to bring my company from high risk to low risk company. My vision is this, that I want that I want to make my company best 100 companies into the country. So for that, if you are taking some decisions, so that decision should be according to the structured model in which you can employ like proven frameworks like RASCI metrics in which you can help accountable people also. You can determine the risk also. And then accordingly, if you have like this vision, so then obviously the chances of your success becomes more higher. And balancing data and intuition, like combine rigorous data analysis. So keep checking the data, actually data interpretation, data analysis, predictive analysis, always very useful when you are taking any decisions. Because predictive analysis can tell you that it was historical basis, it was like this, and what will be in future perspective. So building trust and credibility. So consistency. So leader must have this capability. It's not should be like this 365 days. 2 days you become leader, but you are not consistent. Consistent mean you are so much inconsistent that no one can rely on you. That means that it's not a great leadership. You need to be consistent in your efforts. How many strikes you will make to attempt a goal? It's not like should be that you are not attempting but you are expecting good results. You want to generate like huge amount of revenues, but your attempt onto the target is very less. You are not consistent. But one day it was too much, but the other day is nothing. So it's going like zigzag. Sometimes it's totally down, sometimes it's a peak. It will not give you the results. So leaders building trust and credibility when we talk about, so consistent leader needs to be consistent, transparent, and follow through. I win lot of businesses because to the strong follow-ups. Strong follow-ups mean, let's suppose we have sent a proposal to the client. Clients have shown us some assurance that he will materialize this into the month of, today we are in February, in the month of April. So in between, I need to keep following up with the clients. I need to track all those things that I'm like, I want to materialize it. So I will keep chasing, but in a very decent manner. Because good follow-ups always bring good results. But if it is like this, that we have executed some engagement, but we don't know that, after that, the client has not responded. Long-time client has not responded, but nobody chased it. Then what's the point? So follow-through will always brings, like strong follow-throughs, brings more strong results. So, and demonstrate accountability by delivering on promises. That's very important. And I have seen, especially into the industry, that sometimes over promising and over commitments harms to the industry, damages to the reputation of the firms. So don't over promise anything. You need to sell your things in a very transparent manner, that this is what we have, this is what we can you offer. And authenticity, like lead with the genuine sincerity and integrity. Honesty when you speak, if you are honest, so obviously I can guarantee you it will touch the other people's. Say very transparent, talk very truthful with the others. They will understand you. Don't try to exaggerate. Don't try to manipulate the things. So this, therefore, we were talking earlier also the ethical behaviors. So one of this, that You need to be very sincere, lead with the genuine sincerity that people should trust you. You should be so unbiased. You don't see any color. You don't see any class. You don't discriminate anyone. You don't consider any gender. You should be very unbiased. Then people will start trusting on you. So trust building not come in a one day, but you need to show with your practicality that yes, you are capable. You as a leader, you are capable. Then people will start to trust you on slowly. Your actions tells that how much this person is trustworthy, how much he maintains the sincerity, how he maintains the integrity. So performance management and accountability. Performance management. So setting clear expectations, define roles and responsibility, and measurable performance metrics. This is like the part where we need to very honest. And so what we are expecting from the team, it should be very clear that this is what we are looking, our desire or expectations are like this. And continuous feedback, like delivered timely and actionable feedback, both constructive and positive, to foster growth. So as I told you that because it's brings success, like delivered timely and obviously actionable feedback. Your feedback matters. Your team feedback matters. Address underperformance. So if you think someone is not performing, so you need to ensure accountability for the improvement plans and celebrating achievements also. So recognize, reward individual team successes to boost morale and motivations. And the excellence and strengthen the positive environments. So innovation and creativity in the leadership, foster innovation, implement strategies, and encourage novel thinking and creative problem solving, providing resources and freedom for the new ideas emerge to be explored. Encourage experimentations, like create a safe space for the team for the hypothesis. Let them do their job, and if they think like they can create something, and so give them the chance. Manage failure constructively. It's never happened that always you will be successful. Sometimes you will not be successful. Sometimes it will be a very challenging for you. You always never win. Sometimes you lose also. But you need to have the art to manage it. Let's suppose we were in some project, and when we finished that project, so the response for the client was not as per the expectation which we were expecting. So now this is some sort of failure. So that failure we need to manage. We need to understand like how we can be very much balanced to manage this failure. Failure will keep coming, but it comes. We need to learn, and then we need to regenerate ourselves. And then we need to move forward for the success. Continuous improvement. So bring continuous improvement. Your mindset should be like this, that we need to bring maximum best for our firm. And for that, like obviously ongoing refinements are required. Especially you need to see that where you can improve in your areas. Always there's a space for the improvement in each and everything. And how you can get the competitive advantage with against your competitors also. So innovative and creative leadership. So leaders are always innovative and creative. They keep creating. they keep create new opportunities. And right now, lot of new circulars are coming, new laws are coming. So there's a lot of opportunities right now for the learning perspective and to create new things for the industry. I can tell you a lot of solution as a leader that if you practice them, you can earn a lot. Some of the, you don't need to be like, don't need to be like, work at that pace that you are starting 12 hours, 14 hours, but very smartly you can earn a lot. But for that, you must have a leadership vision. You need to see like how you can best in limited time frame of time and how you can use your wisdom to achieve those goals. So therefore, like these are the expectations from the leaders. Continuous improvement. So foster innovation, new innovations are coming. You need to keep upgrade yourself, encourage experimentation among team members, and manage failure constructively and continuously improve yourself. So remote and hybrid leadership, because the model has changed after the COVID, especially if I say you, so leading distributed and hybrid teams require like adaptive strategy, like focusing on to the intentional engagements. So empower distributed team, like foster autonomy and trust by establishing clear goals and outcome along flexibility in work schedule and supporting in like asynchronous collaboration methods. So this is one thing I tell you, the old methodology has up to some scale, it is changed. I know a lot of nowadays, a lot of the international firms where like employees are going very less into the offices, mostly working from home. They work from homes, and especially in international firms, like, and maybe 2 days, 3 days, they are coming in a week in the office, but rest of the work is done from the home, from the online. Up to some level, it is good also. It is creating this remote and hybrid model is helping a lot. And this virtual culture, obviously, like design, engaging virtual team building activities. Right now, we are doing this. Think about for a 1 minute, if this webinar we are doing is we are conducting some sort of classroom exercise or representing face to face. So you can think like how much cost it will come. But in this like webinar, we can address a lot of peoples and with a very, very minute cost. So same like this, attendees can also get benefited. The courses are cheaper in comparison to the physical face-to-face studies. So a lot of options are there nowadays, like international universities, Stanford University, they are conducting a lead course into the organizational perspective. Oxford University, in the hybrid model, they have introduced like postgraduate diploma in organization leadership. So lot of work is happening, especially into the virtual perspective and hybrid model, which we say. Optimize communication channel, implement structured communication rhythms, like utilize diverse digital platform for real-time and asynchronous discussions and prioritize transparency to keep everyone informed and aligned. So as I was saying, sharing information is very much important. Optimize communication when we channels we talk. If you see in the past, there was a culture which we have seen like long time, especially in Asia, that sharing of information was very less. People were scared to share the information because the leaders, they always think that if we share the information, so we will be replaced. But they didn't know that actually sharing the information was their success. Like I have read some case studies also in which some of the team members, those were not given proper opportunity for getting the information from the leaders, but they struggled by their own and they tried to explore more opportunities by their own. And finally, what happened? They were leading those leaders, those who were not sharing the informations. It happens in the industry. This is a real time, I'm telling you. So sharing information as a leader, if you find out like new circular came 2 days before for the cyber security. So I being a leader, it's my responsibility to keep aware, to keep educate my team. So harness technology for the collaboration as much as you keep advance yourself, especially from the technologies like leverage advanced collaboration of the softwares, video conferencing tools. As I told you, like earlier, we were using very conventional tools like for compliance. But now when AI has come, so there is a transition from the conventional systems to the AI-based systems. The total scenario has changed. So technology collaborations, regulator, whenever they are conducting some examinations, so they are more eager to listen from you as a leader that what the new innovations you have incorporated into your tools and technology. But if you say that we have traditional old system, so then they are not satisfied. They're looking for this, that how you have integrated like new technology and how this technologies help you out for the collaborative work effort. So softwares, video conferencing tools, like mostly every day, like maybe you all guys are having some Teams meetings or Teams meeting you are conducting, or maybe you are gathered for the project management platforms to bridge geographical distances and enhance collective productivity and innovations. So yes, sometimes we do workshop with the Microsoft, or we do workshop with the McKinsey, we do workshop with the international universities also. So in that case, like this remote and hybrid model is very suitable. If we have like meeting with the University of Egypt, so it's very easy. We are keep conducting the meetings through the hybrid model. Cost is saving. So leaders need to think like this also, that how they are fittest for the remote and the hybrid model. So measuring leadership effectiveness, this you need to think that assessing leadership impact is crucial for the organizational growth, and it involves a systematic approach like combining qualitative metrics with the quantitative. So both sides, qualitative perspective also and quantitative. You must have some algorithm to gauge the effectiveness of the leaders. So performance metrics needs to be made, and in this performance metrics, like track key outcomes as project success rate, team's productivity, employees retention, to quantify to tangible impact of the leadership decisions. So performance metrics is very much important. And one more point, like recently, we were awarded from the Emirates Labor Market Award from the United Arab Emirates government. So that award actually how we win, because during their examination, they were more eager to ask us that how you giving the opportunities to your team members for the innovative ideas. So therefore, like your engagement as a leader with your team is important, and take their ideas. And if you think like this idea is very good, so you need to support them. But all these things as a leader, you need to compile at some forum that how many times you take innovative ideas from your team members. And then, like, by the way, honestly, we formed one company, and this company which we formed, it was basically idea of our team member. And he said, sir, in this vertical we can work. And the idea to me and the group CEO, it was very attractive for us. And we said, like, why we can do it. And then we invested into that firm. And by the grace of God, now this firm is going very well. So idea came from our team member. But we understood from him that this idea is a very strong idea, which can bring a lot of good results for us. So 360-degree feedback is important. So obtain comprehensive insight from the peers, those who work with you, and subordinates, supervisors, superiors also. Identifying strength, weakness, and areas of the targeted development. So you need to be very honest. And if you see, like in all the universities, it is very, very much focused area that they're always looking for the students' feedback. That how much like it is workable for them, it is creating some worth for them or not. So employees engagement surveys also, like to give them proper employees surveys needs to be conducted at least, I would suggest, like 2 times in a year if your organization size is big, or even 1 time also okay, but if you can do 2 times it's very good, like in which you can see the feedback. And these surveys needs to be registered in a such way that they can also enroll themselves as in anonymous perspective. Because sometimes some employees, they feel fear to share their independent thoughts. Or in otherwise, you need to give the complete confidence declaration that their information will be totally protected and it will not be shared with any other one. So this confidence you need to give. But unfortunately, this is a big challenge for the management. Sometimes leakages come. I have seen 35 years, I have seen in the industry that to maintain this confidentiality of these type of surveys, where are there some adverse remarks are there, which created trouble. So continuous improvement, like utilize data-driven insight, refine leadership approaches, fostering adaptability and ongoing professional growth with the organizations. So you need to keep organizing and yourself and foster adaptability is important for the professional growth. So future of the leadership, if we think about, so navigating tomorrow's challenges demands a forward-thinking approach. Leader must embrace emerging trends and continuous learning. And so when we are talking about the continuous learning, so cultivate a growth mindset, commit to lifelong skill development to stay relevant and effective. So we need to, how we will become more relevant if we will keep upgrading our skills. Then we will be relevant. Otherwise, the pace of the technology is very fast. You will not upgrade, so we'll be thrown out from the system. And then leverage AI, automation, and data analytics to enhance decision making, optimize operation, and foster innovative solutions also as well. So develop agile leadership capabilities to quick response to the market shift. Market is changing. Market is very fast, especially when we talk about UAE. The very fast market is there. So if we will not absorb ourselves into this fast-paced market, so we will be far behind. Market is opportunities there. Long, very strong opportunities are there. So, but we need to agile like our capabilities, like with this response to the market shift. So this is one of the case study, and if you see here, so discover how one company leveraged or transformed from the leadership to overcome significant challenges, driving unexpected growth and fostering culture of the innovation. So what were the strategies were implemented and measurable results and outcomes? So what was their vision, how they took the cultural shift, how they integrated into the AI. So actually, this is what I was saying you, that's a very fast-paced movement right now. Because the shift which came from the last 2 or 3 years, it's tremendous. So leaders need to very much equip nowadays. And they need to make themselves more fittest. What are the new changes are coming? So these are some questions. So questions of this PPT we will share with you. And meanwhile, I will like open some of the topics with the team members, and we will see that how we can address them. First of all, one second, please. So I need to stop share. Yes. So now, I will open the discussions with Umar Sheikh. And also with the Mr. Kurt is also there.
Yes,
So meanwhile,
I'm still here. Sorry.
yeah. Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Kurt. Yeah,
You're welcome.
so
A great program. Yeah, very good. Very interesting.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kurt. And in future, we will also look from your side that if you want to become the part of our forum, so you can also, at any time you are most welcome. We can give you the opportunity to speak also from our
Well,
forum. Yeah.
sounds interesting. Absolutely. We can discuss this separately in one occasion. Tomorrow, I'm very tied up the whole day, but Saturday or Monday, we can have a discussion.
Yeah, anytime, like when you feel comfortable. So you can send me one email. So accordingly, we can make a plan. Correct? It's like your choice. So according to
Perfect.
your comfortability.
Yes.
And by the way, like Mr. Kurt, like little bit, I would love to hear from you that you are very experienced. So what the key challenges you face, like especially into leadership perspective, into your organizations where you worked, or like as an entrepreneur, where you have faced the challenges, so you can share with us.
Yes, look, there's like in every organization, you will have challenges. There's no such a thing like the perfect company. We have a CEO, which is a very, very strong visionary personality. He has a certain way of managing, and you have to adjust yourself in order to understand him. Like there it comes to emotional intelligence, which you covered on the beginning. For example, I had one aluminum production manager. They could not get along too well together for certain reasons, because maybe our manager was not aligned with the same views. And things like this can happen, this is not a challenge. And we need to have a management all around across the board, which need to be aligned with the vision and the management style. Otherwise, it will not work, So that's my view.
Yeah. And thank you very much. That's true. Like we also face like same type of challenges.
Sure.
So
Yes.
yeah.
And this is
one,
standard, this is, you will find it in every company. And best is to face it and get around it and just get aligned. And you need to love your job, otherwise you will not do a good job on top of it.
yeah,
And I
true,
love my
true.
job. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, great. So in the meanwhile, Mr. Tariq, you are also there. So if you want to share anything. So anyhow, we are done from our side, Mr. Kurt and Mr. Tariq. So we will keep doing this type of webinars. We will
Sure.
request you, so keep joining us. And
For sure,
you
sir,
can-
inshallah.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
and
Thank you very much, Mr. Khan. Excellent.
thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Kurt. So nice of you.
Yes, we'll talk and we'll have a
Yeah,
discussion.
we will talk. We will
Thank
talk separately. Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Take good care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You do also. Bye.
Oh, yeah.